All right, athletes, sometimes we got to travel, and that involves getting some workouts done in the hotel gym or whatnot. So you're going to have to get kind of creative sometimes with the equipment that some gyms have. Sometimes you might only have dumbbells, sometimes you might just have a bike or a stair stepper and a rower. Just get creative. If you're lucky enough to have dumbbells, you can go through a circuit like this. So we're going with a squat to a shoulder press, and then right into a push up to a dumbbell row. Try to keep the movements, hitting the major muscle groups, and then make sure that you're trying to use upper and lower, so you're not just fatiguing one thing, because you want to try to get the most out of your time without having to spend an hour or so down there. Again, another example, we want to stick to the big movement. So here we're going to hit RDL to a row, and then make sure we're doing these. We don't want to go crazy, right? We don't want to go for minutes and minutes at a time. You want to try to mimic the demands of your sport, so shorter bursts and equally as short rest periods and multiple rounds. The most likable or enjoyable, I guess, would be to get on a rower or a bike and try to go for time or distance. So if you're lucky enough to get a rower, just pick a meters. Try to hit a certain amount of meters or yards in X amount of time. So here I picked 200 meters. Try to do it as quick as I possibly can. Okay, and I kept track of the amount of time that I had, so that way I can make my rest ratio 1 to 1 to make sure we're getting that aerobic workout there. If you want to go a little bit shorter, go a little bit shorter. The next good one is going to be to go on a recumbent bike, set it to a decently high resistance, and then try to cover as much ground as you can in 20 seconds or 10 seconds, whatever bursts you want to do. Again, just make sure that the rest period is matching the amount of work you're doing, all right, and then make sure we're getting multiple rounds to simulate our game as much as possible.